What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Ecom Freedom YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about why 99% of Amazon sellers end up failing with their first Amazon FBA product and business for that matter. In my experience of, kind of coaching Amazon and mentoring through Ecom Freedom, we see a lot of students that come through the course and either they make it or they don't, right? That's the short and sweet of it. But this is three really big things that I have seen through the students' perspectives that have caused them to fail in their journeys of creating their own Amazon FBA brand and e-commerce brand for that matter. So the first big thing is that they're not making smart financial decisions, right? When you're starting off an e-commerce business, you're kind of bootstrapped when it comes to the finances. Realistically, you're still working your 9-to-5 job. You're trying to pay your bills. You're paying rent. You're paying your car insurance. You're paying your car payments. There's a lot of different fees there that you need to cover just on the day-to-day, right? So it takes a lot to put $10,000 aside to start your Amazon FBA business, right? So with that $10,000, you need to make very smart decisions with where you kind of break that up, right? So 70% of that, 70% of that is going to go into inventory, right? So that gives you around $3,000 to make it or break it when it comes to your advertising, getting your samples done, getting your branding put together. And obviously the biggest thing is the inventory aspect. And we're going to get to that. So that is one of the biggest things that I have seen. People just don't make very smart financial decisions, right? They end up spending $2,000 for branding when, you can get great branding done for under, $200, right? Off somebody on Fiverr or Upwork or something like that, right? So the second biggest thing that I have found mentoring students over the last few years to students that have actually failed is that they're really struggling to outsource their work. You need to wear a lot of hats when you're starting an Amazon FBA business, right? You become an accountant, you become a brand manager, you become a social media director, right? You become a product developer, right? Like an engineer of sorts. So there's a lot of hats you got to wear here. But however, there's a lot of this stuff that can be outsourced, right? So photography, videography needs to be outsourced, guys. Unless you're a professional here, your photography and your videography is one of your most crucial aspects of running an Amazon FBA business, right? Because your photos are the first thing that people are going to see when they come across your listing on Amazon. Another big thing that needs to be outsourced is your accounting, guys. Your accounting is something that you cannot mess up. That is something that needs to be outsourced to a professional accountant that knows what they're doing, and they know the tax laws in your state, country, province, whatever the case may be. They're going to be able to give you a lot of advice when it comes to setting up your legal entity, what kind of taxes you're going to have to pay, what kind of documents you're going to have to keep so you get taxes back at the end of the year, right? So there's a lot at play there when it comes to an accounting perspective, and you need to put a lot of faith in your accountant, right? I know I do. That is not the biggest reason why people fail in Amazon FBA and e-commerce for that matter in 2023. The biggest reason that I have found that people fail in e-commerce in 2023 and beyond is that they don't take their time with the product research. They don't bring a product to the market that has a unique selling proposition or competitive advantage. They're not giving the customers a reason to purchase their product over the competition, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're selling a product with 0 reviews, 0 proof of social concept, at a very similar price, why is a customer going to want to buy your product over the competitor product that has, probably 1,000 reviews, lots of great reviews, a very competitive price? So we need to introduce something here that is going to uniquely haul in customers to want to purchase our product that is at a higher price with 0 reviews over this other product that has lots of reviews and at a lower price, ideally, right? Because we don't really want to be bottom feeders doing price wars or anything like that. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into my laptop here and I'm going to pull back the curtain on on the thought process that I have when bringing a product to the market, and how I validate these new concepts, and a little bird's eye view of the whole process. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty when it comes to the design and stuff, but you're definitely going to get a good sense of how we come up with these concepts and what I mean when I say competitive advantage and stuff like that. All right, guys, so for this example, I'm just going to take you through kind of the thought process that we had when it came to coming to the market with a product with a competitive advantage, right? So I guess I'll take you back to where we came across this concept, and it actually originated on TikTok. I was just scrolling through TikTok one day and I came across a lot of interesting products. So this one was a do-it-yourself product. We kind of seen the idea and ran with it, right? As you can see here, I have unique mirrors loaded up on Amazon, and everything is pretty bland. There's nothing super duper crazy here. It has a decent market share. It looks like it's doing about, the average revenue is about $18K. Average selling price is $60. Average sales are around $330. These are all things that are hitting it should be hitting light bulbs in your head, right? Selling price of $60. It's fantastic. We look for a price where we can make at least $15 profit per unit. Around $60, that looks like it's very, very achievable. And this is just off a rough estimate, guys, because we'd have to put this in the profit calculator to actually dial it in. However, it's looking good so far. So we were scrolling through TikTok and we came across this. So it was like a basketball rim mirror, right? And I was like, this is a super, super duper cool concept. So then I went on Amazon and I couldn't find anything similar to it. And I didn't want to bring a product to the market that was actually a basketball rim mirror. However, I do really like that product and it could be something for the future. And it's very, very unique, right? So people would buy this for a man cave, for like a child's bedroom, or wherever the case may be. It's like, okay, how do I prove this product now, right? How do I know people are going to purchase this? The long and short of it is you don't, right? Like, this is all calculated risk that we're doing here. At the end of the day, you're not really going to know 100% for sure. However, you can do a lot of things to mitigate risk. So one thing you can do is avail of Reddit forums and Facebook groups and kind of put together a rough napkin sketch or something like that, or a concept, right? And be like, hey guys, what do you think of this product? Can you see anybody buying this basketball mirror for your sons, for your man caves, or whatever the case may be? Based on your feedback, you're going to get a lot of people that are like, yes, you're going to get a lot of people that say no, and then you want to obviously take the feedback and make your decision based on that. However, there are other softwares that you can use to get a very, very good opinion, and one of those is SurveyMonkey. So SurveyMonkey, you can kind of come in, you can fill out your own complete kind of questionnaire for people that will come on and review and give you very, very good feedback on your product concept. And you can even do split tests, right? You could put your mirror up next to another mirror that's on the market and be like, hey guys, no bias, but when would you buy, right? If 75% of the people say yours based on your unique selling proposition, because your target market's right, it's going to be people wanting, with children, for their man caves or whatever the case may be. And then you would get a very unbiased opinion on, okay, 75% people wanted this mirror over this mirror. The mirror that they wanted was the one that I'm thinking about bringing to the market, right? So that would make sense in that regard. However, there is a fee for this, right? So you would have to pay X amount of dollars per month, $27 per month to do some surveys here. I mean, 50,000 responses per year. There's also a free version here, guys, that you could probably avail of as well. So that's how we prove the concept. Okay, concept's proven. We have our idea. Now it's time to develop it. What do we do? And I'm not going to get into the development of this video, guys, because this video is on why 99% of people fail on Amazon, right? So I'm not going to get into design. I'm just going to give you guys a bird's eye view. So we got the inspiration from this basketball mirror here. And then we were like, okay, let's put it in a tennis racket, right? So our target audience there is people that play tennis. They want a tennis racket mirror. It's shaped of a circle, very similar to a lot of the mirrors that are actually on Amazon now. So this hits all of our unique selling propositions, right, guys? We would sell this probably for around $49.99. Gives us a good profit margin, assuming we can get this product for around $10, $12 delivered to the United States, right? We're going to be making around $15 to $20 per unit before PPC. So another big thing that this product would hit is that in the hero image here, we can evidently see that this is a tennis racket mirror. I can see that this product is completely different from this one, this one, this one, this one. You know what I mean? It really stands out. Whereas if I looked up black water bottle, there'd probably be a ton of black water bottles just like this, right? And I wouldn't know the difference. So that's why people are going to want to click on our listing and purchase that product, if that makes sense. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, holy cow, what is this? So this is a 3D rendering, and this is something that a product designer would do for you. And it might look very expensive, but it's not. I think we got this done for around $100. There's two ways to do it. So you can either put your design requirements on a request for quote or RFQ, where you kind of do it out on a paper napkin sketch and you give out all the dimensions, tell them all the Pantone colors you want. For example, we had a gold Pantone here, silver Pantone up here, and it's just been in a regular tennis racket mirror, right? So we could get away with that for this product because we could just be like, hey guys, supplier, put together this RFQ document. All we really want is for you guys to cut a mirror and put it inside a tennis racket, a standard tennis racket. But it's always going to be product dependent, right? Because some products are going to require molds, some products are going to require different types of tooling processes. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that because we go into that in the course a bit more. So we got a product designer to do this on Upwork, and it costs about $100. So we took this concept, and we just sent this to our supplier. So it's like, okay, Jeff, how are we going to find a supplier that sells tennis racket mirrors? Well, the long and short of it is you're not, right? Like, you're going to go to suppliers that sell mirrors and be like, hey guys, what do you think of this concept? Can we bring it to the market? And they're going to be like, we can't take that on right now. But you're going to find a supplier that is willing to work with you, right? It might just take a little bit of, knocking on doors. That is, a bird's eye view of the process. Depending on the involvement of the dimensions of the product, like for example, this is very easy. It's just a regular tennis racket with a mirror inside. They could buy 500 tennis rackets without the string in them and just send them to the manufacturer and implement these mirrors. There would be a little bit of tooling, but not much. However, the dimensions are not that critical, right? Because the frame is already done, right? So I don't know, for example, if we were getting we wanted to do a basketball mirror, like a basketball backboard mirror, and we wanted it to be smaller than a regulation sized basketball mirror, we would probably have to submit isometric drawings or dimensions to the actual supplier to make sure that they did it to the correct specification that we were submitting. So all this design stuff, it's really going to depend on the nature of the product, right? Because there's not a one size fits all. I wish there was, but this is the only thing that separates, everybody in e-commerce, because a lot of the skills are very, teachable. Like for example, advertising, branding, influencer outreach, the certain systems that you create within your business. Everybody can learn these. The secret sauce is the product, right? Coca-Cola, there's two people that know the formula to Coca-Cola and they can't ride on the same plane together. So that is their unique selling proposition. They're going to hold it near and dear to their heart. So that is why a lot of people don't tell you what they do on Amazon or e-commerce for that matter. They don't give away their products because it's their secret sauce. I hope I'm putting a little bit of trust in you guys and into the program here at Ecom Freedom that we want to be very open with you about some of the things that we do. I mean, there's concepts and stuff and brands that we're building that we're not open about, but this is one of those things that we thought it would be very valuable for a lot of the students and the YouTube community to kind of be aware of. 3 of the biggest reasons that I found through my mentorship and kind of coaching you guys, you students in the Ecom Freedom group, that students kind of fail in e-commerce for that matter, is obviously people are not making very smart financial decisions. When you're first starting out, you probably only have X amount of dollars to throw into a new business venture. You need that X amount of dollars really needs to go a long way. The second biggest reason why people fail is they struggle to outsource things, right? They try to do everything themselves. But there are some things that can be outsourced and there's some things that really should not be outsourced, and we go into that more in depth in the Ecom Freedom course. Finally, the last reason why I find that people fail when it comes to e-commerce is that they do not bring a product to the market with a competitive advantage, right? Like, you need to give the customer a reason to buy your product over the competition. I hope I gave you guys a decent example here in this video. This is an example of a product that we're going to be bringing to the market with a brand that we're starting under the Ecom Freedom branch of brands that we have. I just want to be transparent with you guys on one brand that we're actually going to be going ahead with. If you guys are interested in joining the Ecom Freedom group and course, we have a 7-day free trial. You can check it out down below in the description of this video. It's completely free, guys, risk-free, no financial compensation. Some of the best aspects, I think, of the Ecom Freedom group when you do become a paying member are obviously the Facebook group and the mentorship that you get from myself, Andrew, and Dan, and on the QA calls and stuff like that. Another very big asset of the Facebook group is the fact that we actually do your product checks. So you guys can submit your products to us and we'll kind of review them, and we're not going to stamp a product that we don't have faith in. So we're brutally honest with you guys. A lot of the times you guys get frustrated, but hey, we're not going to let you guys waste your money on a product that we do not see potential in. So with that, guys, I hope to see you guys in the Facebook group soon, and I hope you guys join the free trial. Check it out. If you like it, join the course. If you don't like it, maybe this business model is not for you. But with that, we'll see you next week, and thank you for listening.